Hey Taurus, I need to talk to you about something that just came through in this reading, and honestly, I have been sitting with these cards for a bit because the energy here is so specific and so powerful. I pulled 10 cards for you today, and what they are showing me is this incredible golden period that is about to unfold in your life, and I mean truly golden in every sense of the word. So let me start with what I pulled first, because this card alone made me sit back and really take in what the universe is trying to communicate to you right now. The Hanged Man appeared, and you know what is so interesting about this card showing up at the beginning of your reading is that it represents this massive shift in perspective that you have already been going through. You have spent so much time, Taurus, looking at your life from one angle and maybe feeling stuck or suspended in this place where nothing seemed to be moving forward the way you wanted it to. But here is the thing about the Hanged Man that most people do not fully understand. This card is not about being stuck at all. It is about choosing to see things differently, and in that choice discovering this whole new reality that was always there but you could not see it because you were looking from the wrong angle. What I am seeing here for you specifically is that you have been in this period of surrender, and I do not mean giving up, I mean truly releasing control over outcomes that you cannot force. You have been learning to trust the process even when the process made absolutely no sense to you. And this time of suspension, this time of waiting and watching and trying to understand, has actually been preparing you for something so much bigger than you realized. The Hanged Man tells me that you have gained this wisdom, this deeper understanding of yourself and your path that only comes from being willing to hang upside down for a while and see the world from a completely different vantage point. The energy of this card in your reading is telling me that this period of waiting is coming to an end, but not in the way you might expect. You are not going back to how things were before. You are moving forward as a completely different person, with a completely different understanding of what you want and what you deserve and what is actually possible for you. This shift in consciousness that has been happening is the foundation for everything else that is about to come into your life. Then I pulled the Page of Cups, and this card just fills me with so much hope and excitement for you, because this is about new emotional beginnings. This is about love in its purest, most innocent form coming into your life. The Page of Cups is this beautiful messenger of emotional renewal, and what I am seeing here is that you are about to receive news or experience something that completely opens your heart in a way it has not been open in a very long time. Maybe you have been guarded, Taurus. Maybe you have built walls around your heart because of past disappointments or betrayals or just the general heaviness of life. But the Page of Cups is telling me that someone or something is about to slip right through those walls and reach the real you. This card often represents a person who comes into your life with this genuine, sweet energy. Someone who sees you clearly and appreciates you without agenda, without games, without trying to change you into something you are not. And the way this card is positioned in your reading tells me that this connection is going to feel different from anything you have experienced before. It is going to feel safe and exciting at the same time, which is such a rare combination. You are not going to have to perform or pretend or be anything other than exactly who you are. This person or this energy is coming in with pure intentions and a genuine desire to connect with you on a deep emotional level. But here is what is even more beautiful about the Page of Cups in your reading. This is not just about romantic love, although that is definitely part of the picture. This is about you reconnecting with your own capacity for joy and wonder and emotional expression. You have been so serious for so long, Taurus. You have been carrying so much responsibility and trying to be strong and keep everything together. The Page of Cups is giving you permission to be soft again, to be playful, to let yourself feel things fully without protecting yourself from potential disappointment. This childlike quality of the page is reminding you that you do not have to have everything figured out to be happy. You can just be present with what brings you joy and let that be enough. Now, the next card I pulled was the Page of Wands, and okay, this is where things start to get really interesting because we are moving from emotional renewal into this energy of passionate new beginnings and creative inspiration. The Page of Wands is all about that spark of excitement when you discover something that lights you up inside. This could be a new project, a new passion, a new direction that you feel called to explore. And what I love about this card showing up right after the Page of Cups is that it tells me you are not just opening your heart. You are also reigniting your sense of adventure and possibility. The Page of Wands carries this message that you are about to feel inspired in a way you have not felt in years, maybe. Something is going to capture your imagination and make you feel alive and excited about the future. And this is not some vague, distant dream, this is something tangible that you can actually pursue. The pages in tarot are all about beginnings and messages and new energy entering your life, and having 2 pages in your reading tells me that you are in this incredibly fertile period where multiple new beginnings are converging at once. What I am picking up specifically with the Page of Wands is that you might be receiving news about an opportunity, or you might suddenly have this idea that feels so right, so aligned with who you really are, that you cannot ignore it. This card often shows up when someone is about to embark on a creative venture or take a risk on something they are passionate about. And the energy here is so enthusiastic, so full of potential. The Page of Wands is telling you to follow that spark, Taurus. Do not talk yourself out of it. Do not let practical concerns completely override what your soul is telling you it wants to explore. There is also this element with the Page of Wands of being a messenger of good news, particularly around travel or education or expansion of some kind. So you might literally receive news that opens up possibilities you had not even considered. Maybe someone reaches out with an offer or an invitation. Maybe you discover information that changes your understanding of what is available to you. The key with this card is to stay open and curious and willing to say yes to things that excite you even if they feel a little outside your comfort zone. Then we have the Knight of Cups, and now we are really moving into some powerful relationship energy here. The Knight of Cups is the romantic of the tarot deck. This is the person who shows up with flowers and poetry and grand gestures of love. This is someone who leads with their heart and is not afraid to express their feelings openly and passionately. And having this card appear in your reading right after 2 pages tells me that what starts as this sweet, innocent connection and this spark of inspiration is going to develop into something much deeper and more committed. The Knight of Cups represents a person who is emotionally mature enough to handle a real relationship. This is not someone who is going to play games or keep you guessing about their intentions. This is someone who knows what they want, and they want you. They are going to pursue you in a way that feels honoring and respectful, but also unmistakably romantic. You are going to feel chosen, Taurus. You are going to feel pursued in the best possible way by someone who sees your value and is willing to show up consistently to prove that they are worthy of your time and your heart. What I really want you to understand about the Knight of Cups energy is that this person or this energy is going to offer you something you may have stopped believing was possible. They are going to show you that yes, people still court each other. Yes, people still write love letters or send thoughtful messages or plan special moments. Yes, someone can be genuinely interested in your thoughts and your feelings and your dreams. The Knight of Cups does not do anything halfway. When they love fully, and they express it in ways that leave no doubt. Now, this card can also represent you stepping into this Knight of Cups energy yourself. Maybe you are the one who is going to approach relationships differently going forward. Maybe you are ready to be more open and vulnerable and expressive with your feelings. Maybe you are done with playing it cool and you are ready to show up as your full romantic self. Either way, the Knight of Cups in your reading is telling me that love is not just coming for you, it is coming in a way that is going to feel like everything you have been waiting for. The next card in your reading is the Four of Cups, and initially this might seem like an odd card to appear in such a positive reading, but let me tell you why this makes perfect sense in context. The Four of Cups is about contemplation and sometimes about missing opportunities because you are too focused on what you do not have. But in the position and with the energy of the surrounding cards, what I am seeing here is that you have been in this Four of Cups energy. You have been sitting with your disappointments, maybe turning things over in your mind, wondering why certain things have not worked out the way you hoped. But here is what is crucial about the Four of Cups appearing here in your reading after all this beautiful new beginning energy. The universe is showing you that while you have been sitting there focused on what has not happened, focused on closed doors, focused on opportunities that did not work out, there has been this huge opportunity right there waiting for you, that you almost missed because you were looking in the wrong direction. The Four of Cups often shows a figure sitting under a tree focused on 3 cups on the ground, while a hand emerges from a cloud offering a 4th cup. That 4th cup is the opportunity you have been waiting for, but you almost did not see it because you were too busy analyzing what went wrong before. So what I am hearing for you, Taurus, is that you need to lift your head up. You need to look around and see what is actually being offered to you right now. That person who has been trying to get your attention, that opportunity that seems too good to be true, that possibility that you dismissed because you were too hurt, or too tired, or too cynical to believe something good could actually happen for you. The Four of Cups is telling you to snap out of that contemplative, slightly bitter energy and recognize that you are being given exactly what you asked for. You just need to be willing to receive it. This card in your reading feels like a gentle wake-up call. Stop dwelling on the past. Stop replaying old disappointments. Stop convincing yourself that good things do not happen for you. Look at what is right in front of you right now and be willing to say yes to it, even if it scares you, even if you do not feel ready, even if part of you wants to stay safe in your disappointment rather than risk hoping again. Now we move to the Six of Pentacles, and this card brings such abundant, generous energy into your reading. The Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving, about balance and fairness and the flow of resources. What I am seeing here is that you are entering a period of real, tangible abundance. This is not just emotional fulfillment or spiritual growth, although those are important too. This is actual material prosperity coming into your life. The Six of Pentacles often shows up when someone is about to receive help or support or resources from an unexpected source. Maybe someone is going to offer you a job or an opportunity. Maybe you are going to receive money that helps stabilize your situation. Maybe someone who has more resources than you is going to be generous with you in a way that changes your circumstances. But here is what I love most about this card. It is not just about receiving. The Six of Pentacles is about balance, which means you are also in a position to give and to help others, and to share your abundance. What this tells me, Taurus, is that you are moving into a phase of your life where you are not struggling anymore. You are not scraping by or barely getting by or wondering how you are going to make ends meet. You are moving into a place of actual surplus where you have enough for yourself and enough to share with others. And this does not just apply to money, although money is definitely part of it. This applies to your time, your energy, your love, your attention. You are going to have enough of all of it. The Six of Pentacles in your reading also suggests that karma is working in your favor right now. If you have been generous with others even when you did not have much to give, that generosity is about to come back to you multiplied. If you have helped people or supported people or given your time and energy without expecting anything in return, you are about to receive in proportion to what you have given. The universe keeps balance, and the Six of Pentacles is showing me that the scales are tipping in your favor in a major way. Then I pulled the High Priestess, and wow, Taurus, this is such a powerful card to have in your reading because this is about deep intuition and hidden knowledge and trusting what you know without needing external validation. The High Priestess sits between the pillars of light and dark, holding the wisdom of both. She knows things that cannot be explained logically. She trusts her inner knowing above all else. What I am getting with the High Priestess in your reading is that you have developed this incredibly strong intuition over the past few years. You have learned to read energy. You have learned to sense when something is right or wrong for you, even if you cannot explain why. You have learned to trust that inner voice that tells you who to trust and who to avoid and which direction to move in. And right now, the High Priestess is telling you that your intuition is spot on. Whatever you are sensing, whatever you are feeling, whatever that quiet voice inside you is saying, pay attention to it because it is guiding you correctly. The High Priestess also represents secrets and mysteries being revealed. So, there may be information that comes to light for you soon. Something you have been wondering about or trying to understand is going to become clear. The truth is going to surface, and when it does, you are going to realize that you actually knew it all along on some level. Your intuition has been trying to tell you something, and now you are going to get confirmation that validates what you already sensed. This card is also telling me that you need to spend time in quiet reflection right now. You need to listen to yourself. You need to create space for your inner wisdom to come through. The High Priestess does not shout. She whispers. She communicates through dreams and synchronicities and feelings that you cannot quite put into words. So if you have been feeling drawn to meditation or journaling or just sitting quietly by yourself, trust that impulse. That is the High Priestess calling you to go inward and access the wisdom that lives there. The World is the next card in your reading, and I actually got chills when this card appeared because the World is the completion card. This is the final card of the major arcana, which means it represents the end of a huge cycle and the achievement of something significant. The World tells me that you are about to complete a major chapter of your life and step into a completely new phase. Everything you have been working towards, everything you have been trying to build, everything you have been hoping for is coming together in this moment of completion and fulfillment. The World is about wholeness and integration, and reaching a point where you can look back at your journey and see how every single thing that happened, even the painful things, even the things that felt like failures, served a purpose in bringing you to this moment. You are going to have this profound sense of, yes, this is what it was all for. This is why I had to go through everything I went through. This is the reward for all the struggle and the patience and the faith I maintained even when I could not see the outcome. What I love about the world in your reading is that it promises success and recognition and accomplishment. Your efforts are going to pay off, Taurus. Your hard work is going to be rewarded. Your persistence is going to lead to tangible results that you can see and feel and celebrate. This is not some vague spiritual promise, this is real-world achievement. Things are going to work out for you in ways that exceed what you even thought to hope for. The world also represents travel and expansion and experiencing life in its fullness. So, you might literally travel somewhere significant. You might expand your horizons in some way. You might step into a much bigger version of your life than what you have been living. The world is saying that limitations are falling away and you are free to move and grow and experience everything this life has to offer. Now we have Ace of Wands, and this is pure creative potential and new beginnings in the realm of passion and inspiration. The Aces are always about new opportunities and fresh starts, and the Ace of Wands specifically is about a surge of creative energy and enthusiasm. This could be a new project that you are excited about. This could be a new relationship that ignites your passion. This could be a new direction in your career that finally feels aligned with what you actually want to be doing. What I am seeing with the Ace of Wands is that you are being handed this incredible opportunity for a fresh start in an area of your life that really matters to you. This is not some small thing, this is significant. This is the kind of opportunity that could change the entire trajectory of your life if you have the courage to grab it and run with it. And the energy of the Ace of Wands is so fiery, so alive, so ready. This is not about planning and preparing, this is about taking action now while the iron is hot, while the energy is available, while the momentum is with you. The Ace of Wands is also deeply connected to sexual energy and vitality and feeling fully alive in your body. So there is this sense with this card that you are going to feel energized and attractive and magnetic. People are going to be drawn to your energy right now because you are radiating this confidence and excitement about life. And in the context of all the love and relationship cards we have already seen, this tells me that there is real chemistry and passion coming into your romantic life. This is not some tepid, lukewarm connection, this is fire. The final card in your reading is the Ten of Wands, and I know this might seem concerning because the Ten of Wands typically represents burden and responsibility and carrying too much. But let me tell you what I am seeing with this card in the context of everything else. The Ten of Wands here is showing me that yes, you have been carrying a lot. You have been responsible for so much. You have been holding things together pretty much on your own, and it has been exhausting. You have felt the weight of everything on your shoulders, and there have been times when you wondered how much longer you could keep going like this. But here is the crucial thing about the Ten of Wands appearing at the end of this reading after all these cards about completion and new beginnings and abundance and love. The Ten of Wands is showing you where you have been, not where you are going. This is the burden you are about to set down. This is the weight you are about to release. All of these beautiful things that are coming into your life, all of this support and love and abundance you are about to receive is going to lighten your load in a massive way. The Ten of Wands is telling me that you do not have to do everything alone anymore. Help is coming. Support is coming. Someone is going to step up and share the load with you. Whether that is a romantic partner who actually contributes equally to the relationship or professional opportunities that compensate you properly for your work, or just having better boundaries so you are not carrying everyone else's problems anymore, you are going to feel this tremendous relief as the burden lifts. So when I look at all 10 of these cards together, Taurus, what I see is this incredible story of transformation. You are moving from suspension and contemplation into passionate new beginnings. You are moving from disappointment into being pursued by someone who adores you. You are moving from scarcity into real abundance. You are moving from carrying everything alone into having support and partnership. You are moving from one complete cycle into the next level of your life.